here we have three phones for comparison. Xperia X10 III or 10.3, Asus ZenFone 8, and Xperia X Compact. Obviously this one is old, it's a compact one. It's nice to have them next to each other to see the evolution of the sizes and my work on the cracked glass. So let's remove the old one. Now we have Asus ZenFone and Xperia X10 III. Why do I have two phones? Simply put, I have two phones because first, according to reviews, according to my needs and everything, I chose the Xperia X10 III. Then after not even a month of a usage, I decided that this phone is completely useless and I bought the Asus ZenFone 8. What's the difference? Why do I dislike the Xperia X10 III so much that I decided to buy a different phone? Two things that just made me flip. First is the absolutely unacceptable performance of the Xperia X10 III. Everything you do there is going to be extremely slow. So much so that my software for my new GoPro Hero 10, which is the camera I'm using here, is barely able to play any videos. If you think about editing a video, forget it. This phone will not be able to do it in real time or in whatever way possible to keep you sane. Compare that to the ZenFone, no problem whatsoever. Everything is snappy, everything is fast. So why I chose the Xperia X10 III in the first place? First thing is it's reasonably sized phone. Again, compared to the old brother, it's much bigger, but then again, still on the local market, this one is okay. Second, battery performance. By far this phone has superior compared to many other models. So I needed a compact phone and I needed one that lasts for a long time because I want stuff that I can take for adventures to the mountains and I can rely on that. Which proven to be true, no problem there. But the performance absolutely killed it. Whatever you do, whatever you search for, whatever you try to even Google for, web pages will be loading slow, apps will be horrendously slow, everything is just not good. Third thing is that the Xperia X10 III has these three beautiful cameras, and they're also absolutely useless. If you compare the quality of the pictures of this one with this one, you will be thinking that this is a joke. Xperia's camera, no matter which one you use, no matter for what type of photo you use, it's always horrendously bad. I'm convinced that this is bad because the phone is so slow. So you open the camera, you wait for it to boot, 3 seconds. Then you tap on something to try to get a focus. You wait for another second to focus. Then you press the shutter, and then maybe within a second or two you will get an image. Again, compared to Asus ZenFone, you will get the picture pretty much immediately. There's minimal lag, and the picture quality is far better. I can't overstate how much better the cameras here are. And no matter that this has three cameras, for whatever reason, these two cameras are just superior. I would hope that the reason for that is that it also has some AI modes and stuff, so that it can figure out whether it's nighttime, whether it has the QR codes, or you want your bunny ears or something like this. But truth to be told, the camera here is just not good. I experimented with a lot of additional software to try to improve it. Every other than the stock one is just not good. And so fun thing just happened. I went outside and I wanted to take exactly the same picture on both of the phones. And I took a picture on the Xperia X III and I was like, okay, this is me. Let's switch to the Asus ZenFone. And I put the phone into the pocket. I have no idea what happened here, but this is the result. Instead of getting this picture, I got this. And obviously this can be a glitch, but there's so many glitches around this phone that I can't stand it anymore. To be slightly more fair and to see the comparison of the pictures, let's go somewhere here. It is actually not that bad in the good conditions. You can clearly see how the Xperia is losing the details. Everything is kind of blurry, whereas the Asus ZenFone is just perfect. You can see clearly the tree lines, the colors are more vivid. Everything is more believable. To show you why I ultimately decided that Xperia X III is not usable for me, I will try to play on the GoPro Go Quick app videos that I shot just somewhere randomly. Let's see how those will perform. So to be slightly fair, let's try to find clips that are roughly the same length, and whatever, we can do 1 minute 30 and 2:45. So this one is fairly longer, so it should be slower, right? Let's go. Do you see? This is not a slow-mo. This is not a slideshow. This is a video.
Nice.
Now imagine that this is happening for a YouTube video. This is happening for a video that you're just taking on your phone. Everything. On the other hand, to be fair, this phone, the Asus ZenFone 8, has been taken from the charger in the morning, 6:30. Now it's 8:30. We have 90% of the battery. I've been reading Twitter and listening to podcasts, so 10% battery in not a long time. This one has been turned off for a couple of weeks now, but I've been playing with it, trying to figure out what do I do for the video. It still has 98% of the battery. If you really need only battery, then this will be still a better option. Software update, yeah, later. I really disliked on the Xperia X III was the amount of customization Xperia put onto the phone, or the Sony. There's a lot. Currently it looks pretty stock, but I had to go through dozens and dozens of settings screen and put it back to normal. Whereas the Asus ZenFone, you get pretty much a stock Android. And that's such an underrated thing on today's market. One of the things that I hate on the Xperia X III most is their functionality of the pop-up windows. It's not the functionality per se that's problematic. It's first that they insist on you using that. Every single notification has a quick button to turn the app into this floating window. So I hit it so many times and I haven't found a way to disable this. And second is the phone is slow. So if you try to do something like this, maybe you can see it on the video, the reaction of the pop-up window is really, really slow. And we're talking just about static to the app. Imagine that being a video, which is the main thing, or a chat app. It just won't work. Half of the applications will simply break whenever you try to put them into the pop-up window. One tiny detail that I also disliked on the Xperia X III is the loudness and quality of the loudspeaker. I'm oftentimes going around the house and doing my chores and I don't want headphones. I just want to hear the ambient sounds or whatever. So I'm putting the phone on a loudspeaker. This one won't produce enough volume in decent enough quality to make it worth. So I eventually gave up and started wearing headphones again. With the Asus ZenFone 8, no problem whatsoever. So this is my honest review between Xperia X III and Asus ZenFone 8. Unless you have a really, really good reason that's based on the battery life, you should go for the ZenFone. Currently, the phones are pretty much the same price. They are fairly the same size, fairly the same weight. I think they are very comparable phones, except this means a regret and a pain, and this means happiness. I'm sorry to say that. I used to be a fan of Xperias. They used to do nice phones. Not anymore.